but really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams, no different.
Here's Champ. There's the pass to Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
A high-level athlete with underrated burst. Siakam continues to impress with his ability to finish.
Sharp the pass to Ayton. The Trailblazers working the ball around now. And it's Sharp missing. Walker against Ayton. Here's Champ. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. Bangs home the trifecta.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Now, here's Avdia. 11 points last game. Jumps up. And Siakam throws it down.
And you must be careful around Siakam. He's adept at getting it done on both ends.
And so Henderson will bring it up for the Trailblazers. 7-point differential. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. Now we have a chance to pay homage to the Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Champ.
And the nature of big men in the league has evolved, and he's a perfect example of how valuable a guy like this can be on your team. He's had a tremendous stretch of basketball here lately.
Sharp. They can't stop the run with that one. Bulls have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Here's Giddey. A shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And how great are they playing? 4 for 4 shooting to start this one.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Henderson passes to Estrada. Ayton against Siakam. Good D by Siakam. The Bulls have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
Man, that was one heck of a backcourt, and they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability, and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Victory eluded them last time in Chicago when they faced the Bulls.
It wasn't even close in their last matchup, and their offense just wasn't ready to compete at that level.
And while we can, let's have a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who have been the most efficient scorers in the NBA this month. Number 1, Jarris Walker. Second is Zach LaVine.
Both of these guys have been shooting with tremendous efficiency as the month has gone on. I don't know who's going to outdo who.
Ayton kicks to Avdia. Knocked away. Ayton, the pass to Estrada. Henderson with it. Tried to shoot. From deep three-point land. Unable to get that one.
Oh, wow. Okay, we're going to start the game with 4 straight misses. Oh, look, that's about as rough as it gets. It'll get going soon.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
Here's Sharp after the Bulls pick up 2. Ayton kicks to Henderson. A shot by Sharp. Nobody around. Hands it from downtown.
Well, it took them 5 tries, but they showed they can make a basket, I guess.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Floats it up there for Siakam. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Here's Ayton. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Here's Champ. Here's the lob to the hoop. And Siakam throws it down.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Now, here's Avdia. Fires for three. Got a piece of it, and he's able to get it back. An even 3-on-3 break. And finished off by Siakam.
Oh, nice timing on the alley-oop. This is the chemistry Siakam has with his teammates.
Down low, here's Estrada. Out to Henderson. Another shot. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
Walker's shot is off.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Here's Avdia. Passes it to Estrada. Back to Avdia. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. 4-on-3 break. Here's Giddey. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Giddey's got his second bucket. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Bulls.
When you pile up the blocks earlier in games, it really can affect the other team. They lose confidence offensively.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
Good on the shot.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Trailblazers trail by 18. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
Yeah, it looked like they were settling out there, not moving the ball enough to generate the type of shots that they wanted.
Now here's Ayton. 17 points for him last game against Houston. Pass to Henderson. To the paint, looking to end the run. Here's Estrada. It's rebounded by Giddey.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. They trail by 18. Pass to Sharp. And there's a whistle. It goes on Shaden Sharp. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Robert Williams is checked in for Portland. Here's Champ. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Champ's got 5 points so far.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Oh, Giddey in position. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
And checking out numbers for Champ. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. And he does so much for this team, but it starts with the way he leads the offense.
And he's willing to take on the scoring load. And look, he is more than capable of delivering.
Catching up now on the changes for Chicago. Zach LaVine's checked in for Walker. And it's Kobe White in for Dosunmu. Champ's shot is off.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Henderson with it. Still scoreless. The kick out to Williams. To end the cold streak. That one goes in.
You know, when Williams gets positioned inside, he just looks to dominate physically, and then he shows you the skill set on top of him.
Now here's Giddey. 9 points last game. Inside. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Outside, Avdia. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The NBA is always always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
Matisse Thybulle checked in for Avdia. Here's Champ. He has 5. Throws it up high, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Thybulle, the pass to Williams. And here now is Thybulle. Back to Williams. 6 to shoot. Over McConnell. That one off the back iron and out.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. After the Bulls picking up a basket just moments ago. It's Henderson on the wing. 23 points for him the last game against Houston. Here's Klingon. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. The Bulls leading by 18. And there is White, and that's good. On the assist by Levine.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Henderson looking it over. The pass to Thybulle. Baseline jumper. Got a hand on it. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Here's Champ. And the Bulls another 3.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Henderson passes to Thybulle. To the middle. Here's Klingon. And good. And the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
From Matisse Thybulle.
Now Chicago's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter.
2 minutes.
Lobs it up for Levine. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Such a fluid play. Levine is in the air, right on cue to put a smooth finish on that alley-oop.
And Richard, you look back, Zach LaVine has been one of those microwave-type players. He can get hot in a blink of an eye.
Zach LaVine is one of those players that when he catches fire, there is nothing you can do about it. He can score from deep, multiple level score, and when he gets going, ooh, it could be a problem.
Amarant. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Offensive rebound. Here's Champ. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And so Henderson will bring it up for Portland. Outside Williams. Now Klingon. It's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession.
Remains Portland ball.
.54 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Shot clock at 5. The second chance effort.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Champ swiped it away. It's Henderson on the wing. He's covered by McConnell. And it's Klingon with the jam.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. McConnell passes to Champ. There's the triple. And the Bulls another 3.
And really, he came into the game with that long-range shot looking great. Boy, he could wind up with a crazy number of threes today.
Here's Henderson. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart
end of the
so
first
far.
quarter.
That's
With your
6
score,
blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
The Bulls,
And so it's Chicago
39.
ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a comfortable margin for the Bulls here, guys.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court. So you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
Taking a look at the Bulls. The guard set is Giddey and White. Siakam is out there with Champ, and it's Walker in at the 3 spot. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Champ, in their last matchup against Los Angeles, was a man on a mission. He scored an amazing number of points, and the points were just the start of it. He joined an elite few by walking away with a quadruple double. An amazing performance. Probably we won't see a night like that anytime soon. Kevin?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely done. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Champ, the pass to Siakam.
Oh, the numbers speak for themselves. Siakam showing great versatility on the offensive end.
And we played through the first minute here in the second. This is it to Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Pass to Siakam. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
That guy is perfect from the field, making major contributions to this lead.
Bulls shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
Chicago making a switch here. Brown's checked in. Now here's Henderson. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. That's tipped.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Shots good by Champ.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Now here's Henderson. Back to Sharp. He blocks it again, making his presence felt on this end.
He's holding down the fort, anchoring the defense.
Assertive basketball. Ayton getting after it on the offensive glass, using his size to his advantage.
Here's Brown, following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. Walker in the post, defended by Avdia. Shots good by Walker.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now, here's Sharp. He had 15 points last outing. Driving to the basket. That one doesn't go. Good D by Siakam.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Bruce
Brown's shot is good.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
To the inside. Uses both hands to slam it down.
I'll be honest, he's having a better quarter than a lot of my nights back when I played.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Henderson, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. Avdia against Walker. And it's blocked. Pass to Champ. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
I mean, a 6'8" playmaker. Giddey is a point forward, and he piles up the assists.
Giddey against Henderson. Right side, Avdia. Stolen by Walker. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Oh, Giddey in position.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Inside. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Giddey's got 4 points this quarter.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Already a lot of talk about who's going to take part in the three-point contest this season. And here's a look at the players most likely to make it.
And so many great shooters in the NBA these days. And these guys, quite frankly, the best of the best. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a scoring record broken in this year's competition.
Well, you look at Champ, and it's him all alone atop the voting. It's pretty much a done deal that he'll be showing off his long-range skills in the three-point contest.
Yep, and he's going to be scary to have to go up against if he's on that day. Nobody can shoot it like he can when he gets in a groove.
And as the votes keep pouring in, we'll keep you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
Man, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score. The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Tipped away. Drives to the hoop. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Here's Henderson. The Bulls getting the bucket.
Already a gifted passer, Henderson has solid vision for such a young player.
The pass to Brown. Here's Champ. Takes it inside. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Now, here's Avdia. He has yet to score over Walker. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Why fade away there? Just making the shot more difficult, if you have to ask me.
Brown the pass to Champ. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Champ's got 26 points. The Trailblazers shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively here. Here's Estrada. The rebound by Champ. Champ's got 8 rebounds in this game. Pass to Giddey. Here's Champ. Henderson defending. Here's Champ. He's got 26. The shot's good. And he has 28 points for the game.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Here's Sharp. That shot is off. Good D by Siakam. To the paint. And Siakam throws it down.
And those are 2 loud points. Siakam flushes it without much effort.
Now here's Henderson. Ayton trying to break free. Henderson, no good.
You cannot play worse offensively, although he's trying, and he hasn't made one shot yet. I feel for him.
And for Portland, they're shooting a putrid 25% from the field. Poor shot selection all around. Pass to Sharp. Going inside. Out to the right wing. Here's Estrada. It's deflected, and he gets it back. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
And here we go. Fast break. Henderson's got it. The pass to Estrada. No one near him. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Walker's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Champ. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Blazers ball.
And a chance now to take a look at the schedule for the Chicago Bulls. On Tuesday, they'll be facing Kawhi Leonard and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Friday, they'll go up against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And for that Thunder game, I think it's going to be an interesting challenge. Even though they expect to come out on top, this could probably be a pick'em game, depending on how they play.
And the Bulls making a change here. Buzelis is checked in for Siakam. Bean comes in for Walker. Ayo Dosunmu is checked in for Brown. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Josh Giddey. Here's Champ, and he has 28 points for the game. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. There's the steal. And he's got a 5-by-5. McConnell, it's tipped, and he recovers it. Count it.
T.J. McConnell.
Thibault with the ball. No scoring in this one. Henderson outside. Over McConnell. And that one's good by Henderson.
Just good aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
Dosunmu, the pass to Champ. Down low. And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And here's Henderson. Passes to Thibault. Fades. The rebound by Champ.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
Levine. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Estrada. 1:44 left in the first half. It's blocked. Now Buzelis. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Here's Champ, and there's the pass to Levine. Now Buzelis. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. On the clock for 3. Champ's shot is off. And it's Henderson with the ball for the Portland Trail Blazers. There's a minute left in the first half of basketball. It's blocked.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
And McConnell gets it to go.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Here's Thibault. Still without a basket. Pass to Henderson. Stolen by McConnell. With his first shot attempt, and it's Chicago scoring again.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
If he has space in the mid-range, he'll let it fly. Doesn't matter if the score is tied or they are up big.
There's another block.
What a defensive performance. 12 blocks.
Well, he's shutting them down right now. Tries again. And it's Buzelis laying it in. Buzelis has got his second basket of the game.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
To halt the run. And so it's Chicago with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. They've been playing some for
The Bulls, 89.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Analytics or the eye test, the optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
The wings, Sharp and Avdia. Then there's Scoot Henderson. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's Estrada in at the 4. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Unbelievable performance. He's got a quadruple double. And he drives in, powered down with both hands.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
Avdia, the pass to Estrada. Ball's knocked loose. And another turnover here by Portland.
And a chance here to check out some stats for Abdia. Just an incredible month of basketball. He's averaging 19 points per game, 6 assists and 6 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
I've played with someone like him, the type of player that looks to get others involved first. That's my type of teammate.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Henderson outside. Avdia, the pass to Estrada. Sharp against Walker. Looking to end his cold spell. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Henderson, no good.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Champ's shot is off.
Their first miss since the break. Still, I like how they've come out so far.
Stolen away. And here comes Walker, leading the fast break. Lays it up and banks it in. Walker's got 4 this quarter.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Passes it to Henderson. Oh, Ayton in position. And Ayton throws it down.
Lethal in pick and roll action. Ayton making them pay.
To the middle. Here's Dosunmu. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
For Portland, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Henderson passes to Ayton. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Bulls. Champ's got rebound number 15 here tonight.
And they have been cold coming out of the break, only getting 1 of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
Here's Walker, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Walker's got 14.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
And it's Ayton missing.
And they have started out this quarter shooting just 20%. Let's just say this is not the way they wanted to open the second half.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Tries it from 19. Offensive rebound. And it's blocked. Giddey the pass to Champ. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. 34 points for Champ.
And make no mistake, Giddey is a skilled passer who knows when and where to put the ball.
Pass to Estrada. Now, here's Sharp. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game. To stop the run. And too long on the shot.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Shot's good by Champ.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
And here are the Trailblazers. Now the pass to Sharp. He kicks to Henderson. Lets it go from the wing. The rebound by Champ.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
Again, Chicago.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Here's Henderson. That shot off the mark. Nice defense from Giddey. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, when you look at the draft, it seems talent evaluators have a type. LeBron James says our league is always hungry for potential. That's the whole focus of the lottery. It makes sense that those guys who are taken 16 through 30 are on real contending teams and making impacts. Of course, Kevin, everybody wants to draft the next LeBron. Good luck with that.
Or work with the next David Aldridge, a Hall of Famer. David, thank you. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Chicago.
Ooh, they've been...
Made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
Kobe White, 1 shot.
And that one falls for White. Hey, Greg, Kobe White has proven he can run the show.
Yeah, well, he's more than just a scorer. He's become a quality playmaker with better decision-making. But his biggest improvement has been his efficiency.
Shoots. Portland again missing. Well, Chicago has gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Here's Champ, and he's got 41. And it goes down 2 points. Champ's got 43 points.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Here's Klingon. It's hauled in by the Bulls. White down low. Henderson defending. White, good. White's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And right now, White, red hot. Just everything he puts up seems to go in.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Estrada. And no good. Here's Champ. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's Chicago opening up a huge gap. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So for Chicago right now, we've got Champ, Matthews out there with T.J. McConnell. Then it's Walker, and it's Booz Ellis in at the small forward position. And for the Trailblazers, they're shooting a rough 22% so far in this one. Matthews with it, now guarded by Wells.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
They've been able to attack the defense before they get set, really making the most of their fast break opportunities.
Walker against Walker. Kicks to Valentine. So, Greg, you played the point. In create a player, if you had to pick a different position to play, which would it be?
Ooh, good question, Kevin. Probably small forward, wing. I'd like to be a fearsome finisher who can soar and dunk over everybody.
It's hauled in by the Bulls.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Pass to Champ. Here he goes.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but possible, like you said. On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Buzelis with the ball, and he drops it in from the low post.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Here's McGowan's. And it's denied. In transition, here come the Bulls. Here's Buzelis. Here's Champ. The layup off target. Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Here's McGowan's. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
First one falls for him.
And
Substitution on the court.
Here's Champ. He's covered by 8. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Champ's got 47 points. The Trailblazers have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6, and it's blocked. When you compare, Richard, the NBA to the other major sports leagues, you have to be proud of the way things are run.
The NBA is a global league that focuses on global expansion, more so than any other major sport in the United States. And when it comes to the players, there isn't a league that treats their players better.
we're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Another steal. Oh, Giddy in position. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
There's one for the low light. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
At the elbow, Williams. The rebound by Champ.
Normally he drains that.
Here's Chicago. They're on a 16-6 run. And good. He hits it again.
50 points for him yet again, and I feel privileged to watch this guy go to work this season.
Now he is pulled even for the second most 50-point games in a single season. What a year it's been for him. Henderson kicks to Avdia. Here's Williams. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, what athleticism from Ayton to time it for that putback.
Here's Champ to the paint and stolen by Williams. In the corner, Henderson with it. Again with the block.
Another swat, and he has been a force on defense all game long.
Greg, he is now tied for second all-time for most blocks in a game.
And to think that we'd have 15 blocks when this game started, tied with Shaq for second most all-time, and it has been a performance worthy of being alongside the Big Diesel.
Outside, Avdia. Picked him clean. Dosumu with it. Now Avdia defending. Here's Brown. And it's Portland with the rebound. Outside, Avdia. The rebound by Champ. Chicago's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Passes to Giddy. Here's Champ. Takes a three. He got it again. Sensational. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Henderson against Giddy. Pass to Avdia. He can't get that one to fall. Well, Chicago has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Yet another bucket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Out to the wing. Here's Ayton. He takes it in, and Ayton throws it down.
Terrific physicality from Ayton, just going right to the rim.
With the assist.
Stolen by Avdia. And now Portland on the break. He blocks it again.
And that block will push him into second on the leaderboards for most blocks in a game.
You know, I don't know why they keep challenging him and trying to shoot over him. Greg, he is just dominating defensively. Here's Champ. Good, that's another bucket. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Sharp with it. And the pass to Williams. He dishes it to Avdia. Pocket 6. Back to Williams. Shoots the 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
They need this. Rebound by the Bulls. Giddy's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
2 minutes.
Pass to Champ. From past the arc. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
Portland moving the ball around. Henderson inside the three-point line. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Brown, the pass to Champ. Puts up a deep 3. Portland grabs the miss. Ayton's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Bulls.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so checking out their season record, this game will become their 45th win.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Champ.
And he was doing everything out there on the floor tonight. Triple-double on the stat sheet, and that doesn't even tell the whole story.
And they recover it.
Yet another possession they've managed to hold on to. They are really in control on offense.
And another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Brown against Avdia. The rebound by Champ. And yep, another basket. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This crowd was stunned.